Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great today. Today, we'll be talking about the new Netflix show Wednesday. It's an Addams Family adaptation. It stars Jenna Ortega as our title character. It also has Catherine Zeta-Jones and Juan Guzman in this, and also stars is it Gwendolyn Christie? Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie. Always want to say Christie Gwendolyn for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, it stars Gwendolyn Christie. And in this show, we have our character Wednesday. She gets kicked out of the normal schools and is forced to go to Nevermore Academy, which has a bunch of other kind of like monsters in there. You get your werewolves, sirens. You got these like the Medusa type creatures in there. So it's basically a school for monsters. And what I really enjoy about this is that they make it kind of like a mystery, as we see that there's some kind of creature killing people in the woods, and our Wednesday gets involved in this, and she's trying to figure out who it is. And she also gets caught up in a prophecy saying that she'd be involved in saving the school from a ancient pilgrim, I guess you can say, in this. And so the writers do an excellent job in writing this mystery. They give you enough clues. They don't pull the rug out from under you. If you watch and pay attention, you can really identify who the villains are. I will say though, in the first episode, I already know who the monster was doing the killing. It was kind of obvious in that part. So they do their best to try to throw you off track of who the actual monster is, but if you just pay attention, you know who the monster is. But that's not the main villain. There's actually a main villain working behind the scenes, and in that case, it's a little bit more difficult to find out, to understand who that villain is. Tim Burton does a fantastic job, like always, with the cinematography in this. The costumes are great. Jenna Ortega really nails the character Wednesday. The writers do an excellent job in portraying each character. Each character is true to the original. I feel like they get them close enough that they're true to the original series, even back to the movies that happened in the 90s. So they're not unrecognizable. These characters, they really do a great job. My only complaint is, when I was watching this show, I kind of like these types of shows. I kind of like my escapism. I don't want to really care about what's going on in the real world. And these writers just kept on throwing like politics into each episode. It seems like they had some kind of weird politic thing, either about global warming or climate change, or mansplaining is another one. It's just like, and when they did it, it just felt really unnatural, especially when it's coming out of the mouth of Wednesday in this. I just felt like it was unnecessary to throw that stuff in there, because the show has nothing to do with politics. It's just about her doing this mystery stuff, and you're just trying to throw this stuff in there. And when I watch these types of shows, I'm trying to get away from that kind of stuff. That's why I'm watching them. If I want to listen about climate change and all that stuff, get ready to say nonsense, but all that stuff, I'll watch the news, or a political TV show or a show about that stuff. But when I'm just trying to watch a show about a girl going to a school with a bunch of monsters, and then she's trying to figure out who's doing the killings, I don't need that stuff in my entertainment. However, it's very little, and because it's very little and it comes out so unnatural, it really sticks out. But it seems like at least once an episode they had to throw in something like some kind of political commentary in like that, when the show to me should have just focused on Wednesday, Wednesday doing like normal, what do I want to say? The show should have just focused on her doing investigations and talking about that universe, that world, because, it's kind of clear to me that this is like a different world, it's like Earth B or something like that. Anyway, so enough of that. We do get to meet some new characters, that are fascinating, like I said, they got the Siren lady who, you know, and they get into her character. And the actress who portrays her, I'm not really sure who it is, but she does a fantastic job. You got psychics, and also you kind of got a guy who's into the bees, who's kind of like her brother Pugsy. And did I say his name? Anyways, so she got that kind of like the since he's like his brother, they kind of like this brother sister type friendship that they develop, you know. And she has a couple of love interests that comes off very natural, and her attitude towards them, you know, she's this character is very indifferent, just like, you know, how Wednesday is portrayed. And it kind of confuses these two guys. It's kind of like a mini love triangle. You know, are she really into me? Is she not? You know, and you kind of get that little bit of that teenage confusion with people when you're a teenager, confusion about romance and stuff, what is going on. You get that a little bit in here. Like I said, Tim Burton does an excellent job with the filmography. Showing again how great of a director Tim Burton is. The show really shows, he really shows off his techniques and his style in this show, like usual. So my verdict here, at the end here, if you're new to this channel, which probably 99.9% of you are, I just give 3 grades here. It's very simple. It's highly recommend, which we believe like 80 to 100% of the people will like it. Recommend, which means about half and half, you know. And then recommend with caution, which believes like maybe 20% of those people will like it. Those people who like bad movies will like it if it's recommended with caution. I'm going to go with highly recommend. If you're an Addams Family fan, you're going to love this show. You'll love everything, how great the writers did portraying these characters. My only really problem with these is probably Juan Guzman playing Gomez. I just don't see him as a Gomez type character whatsoever. And I do kind of have a problem with Catherine Zeta-Jones. That's just my personal thing. I'm not a big Catherine Zeta-Jones fan. I never was, even back in the day when she was one of the top actresses in Hollywood. I just never got why people thought she was a good actress. However, because they're only in this show for maybe a combined hour, you know, it didn't really mess it up for me very much. Just feel like those two were kind of miscasted, and their characters, because we didn't really see a lot of them, I don't think how do I want to describe this? Like I said, they did a great job portraying all the characters. The writers did a great job, but there's some hit and misses, I feel like, with those two characters. And maybe it's just because I don't like the actors who was portraying them. But anyways, I feel like anybody who watches this, even if you're not a fan of Addams Family, you'll enjoy this show. If you love mysteries, the writers do a great job of presenting this mystery. They don't pull the rug out from under you. They give you hints and details that if you're paying attention to, you'll be able to solve who's behind the whole chaos that's going on in the show. You'll be able to know who the monster is, who the mastermind of everything is, well, everything that's going on. Sorry there, stuttering a little bit, but I think that's about all I want to say. So yeah, if you got anything you want to add, please leave it in the comments. This is those things that stuck out with me. So yeah, leave in the comments if there's anything you want to add. If you disagree, leave it in the comments as well. I would love to hear your thoughts on this show. And hopefully they make a season 2, though I'm hearing rumors they might have trouble because Netflix might not own the rights to the Addams Family, because something about the Amazon owning the rights to it or something now. Well, anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you. Well, I won't see you, but you'll see me hopefully in the next video. Bye.